Today on Team 10 Uncut.
There's always two sides of the story, and I can see.
She's hot.
No, she is. She's pretty.
Yeah. Get on the trainer or get off.
Dating her, but I'm saying you're dating around. Like, that's what dating means.
I'm dating around, yeah.
We can talk more about it in person, but I don't know how he's gonna handle this situation, but
4 years ago, at my rundown apartment, I started the world's first social media label, Team 10. Dr. Dre was my inspiration as I set out to find, create, and sign the internet's biggest digital media stars. We're best friends, with a lot on the line, living under one roof. I'm Jake Paul. This is our journey. This is our lives. This is Team 10 Uncut.
We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address.
Previously on Team 10 Uncut.
They were just like down, like they were like almost like depressed, and I was like, what are they depressed for? Doing their own thing, literally sitting in the room by themselves.
Awkward and quiet. A future in Team 10 is having a makeup artist have the right look, are the right age. Thousands of people who want to become famous on YouTube. Maybe it's you watching this video right now, going to a place and them auditioning to be on Team 10.
Like when I was up there, like she was in bed and she was crying. She was just fully crying. And she's like, I'm so sorry, I'm emotional. I said, no, you're good. And she like settled down. And then I was just like, listen, like if you don't come out of your room, like tomorrow is probably gonna be really awkward for you. I was like, let's try to get you like out of your room, like just understand, like take your time. But, like we're all gonna go see a movie, like come with us. And she's like, okay. And she like, we talked for maybe 5 minutes.
Tanner and Alyssa arrived here and they went right up into the room. I think there was some type of miscommunication. I'm not too sure. Maybe they thought that they were gonna have their own room. I don't know. But she was up in her room, and I know that her boyfriend Tanner came down and was like, you know, Alyssa's really upset. She feels that she needs some privacy. The whole point of them coming out here was we were recruiting talent.
And then I talked with them out here this morning for like 30 minutes. And they seem good. Tanner gets it. Like I'm still trying to decide if they're like I wouldn't say kiss ass, but like, because they put out content, you know, like they do good. But it's just like, are they gonna vibe, you know?
Tanner are great people, but I think that this was a lot from them coming from a small town in Canada to jumping into a big scene like this.
Everything after that situation seemed fine though. I think Alyssa just felt a lot of pressure and rightfully so. This house is a lot to come into, but we'll see what happens.
So, how do you guys feel?
But just like everything.
I like it because it doesn't feel like business. It's like fun, but low key it is business.
We're figuring out like if Anthony, this homie, wants to like really be in it.
I want Jake to rebuild the team, but I don't know exactly what I want to do.
There's been a lot of like shit this past like year in general. Just like for, I don't know if I'd say me personally. You've kind of been here for a lot of it. The past year has just been a lot of mud and bullshit and breakups and emotions and like drama and just so much negativity, and that's what I was explaining to the Kachi twins, because I wanted them to understand everything, the world that they're coming into, what's going to be happening next, because this new Team 10, the only way it's going to stick together is if everything is communicated and we all know what wavelengths we are on with each other. Yeah. They were just like I was like just chained down by so many different fucking things. Right. From like being in a relationship to like
getting out of a relationship.
Getting out of a relationship to like the whole fighting boxing thing that I did. It's like magical, and the universe is like kind of like unfolding itself in front of us, and the things that we were working on are just all starting to come together, and the energy and the vibes and the people and the brand deals, the deals that we're making. It's all just like an amazing time.
I feel like Jake and Adam are a dope duo. Like the way they work business-wise, I feel like they can achieve a lot of things. They work really hard together, I can tell. Yeah, they're very welcoming, they're very cool. I just like their energy puts out.
Hold on, we want to know. Did you close the deal?
What deal?
With that girl.
What girl?
Oh, big titty bitty.
I didn't open the deal.
Oh, no way. I thought you were the one that invited her.
No,
she was babysitting Travis.
Oh shit! So
My friend.
oh no way! So no one was trying to smash the babysitter.
These girls came in from Vegas, actually really dope. Hung out with them for the first time last night, and they were like, the whole time it was like me and Ari and like them trying to like top each other's energy. It was kind of like, I don't know, they're super homey and they were cool to hang out with.
Y'all already know Brandon, the homie, producer, songwriter, a wizard with words whose career is about to pop off. Also, we're best friends.
Yeah, what's good? My name's Brandon Amato. I'm from Pennsylvania. I've always been an artist, whether it's photo, video, and now music. I've been living in the studio for the past few months, finding my sound and place in hip-hop to become a mainstream artist. I'm super hyped for the future, so be sure to stay tuned for what's coming.
So no one was trying to smash the babysitter. Oh wow, she's hot.
No, she is. She's pretty.
Yeah.
Pan. You know you're always literally macking on the girls. Like every girl that comes in, you're like trying to talk to her. I mean, well, it is what it is. You little player.
Yo, maybe she should be the cam girl.
Yo, that's what I was telling you, though. That's what I literally said.
No, seriously.
Oh, no. The cam girl thing's like a joke. Kind of. Like, imagine if there was like a Team 10 cam girl. I don't know. Cut. This is too uncut, but I don't give a fuck anymore. It's real now.
Bro, imagine a cam girl on Team 10.
The past 5 messages in my DMs are like with cam girls, so.
Oh.
When it comes to DMing girls, it's one of my favorite pastimes and hobbies. And I quickly found out that it's also Jake's, because we realized a couple of times that he DM'd a girl, and then I also DM'd her, and we'd be talking to the same girl, and then that just kept happening.
Some cam girls.
Yeah,
too.
we hooked up with 2 sister cam girls.
Yeah.
You hooked up with 2? You guys are crazy.
I'm crazy.
So Peyton is like a lesbian. Like she straight up only likes girls. So whenever there's girls here, she's just like always macking on them. She's a savage. It's like such an interesting it's just an interesting team we have here.
Peyton's been into girls, but me, I've like always like questioned it, but I just like to have fun, so I'll hook up with a girl like here and there, and like I'm just experimenting really. She likes to see what I do.
So there I am, like having a super long day, exhausted. I'm sitting in my bed, like trying to get some alone time, some zen, and Lauren, Corey, and my mom come like barging into my room and are like, drama, there's drama.
He like cleared stuff out from his room?
Well, it's not all out. There's a lot of shit in there. There's clothes, like a ton of clothes, dirty clothes, and some clothes, like your merchandise and stuff. And then there's this.
So my mom was upset because Anthony didn't call me to see if I was okay while I was in the hospital.
There's what, 3 pairs of shoes left in there? Yeah. One of Rocky's.
Oh, like it's looking like he's moving out?
Yeah. I noticed that Anthony was never there, and then I heard that he was moving out of the house, which also, again, I don't want to say concerned me, but I was wondering where his head is at and what's going on and what that means for Jake and Team 10 and what it means for Anthony.
Good morning, Pamsters. Meet my mom, Pamela Stepnick. Mom, if you're watching this, I love you. This lady is amazing, selfless, loving, beautiful, and always has my back.
Hi, my name is Pam, Jake and Logan's mom, also known as Vlog Mom. I have been in this game with my boys since the very beginning. As a matter of fact, I even used to do their filming for them behind the scenes. It hasn't always been easy though, for sure. There's been a lot of hardships along the way with fame, and I'm trying to help navigate Jake through all the ups and downs. I know that this year is going to have a lot of very strong positivity and wonderful things happening, and I really look forward to sharing that with Jake and making a huge difference in the world. Now you're sharing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is like all this gaming stuff gone?
There's 2 computers, but there's no, what do you mean gaming stuff?
I was kind of caught off guard. Like, I was just confused. Like, were they right, or I don't know. Like, I just had to ask them questions.
I mean, there's monitors, but like
There's monitors. What else is with
Bro, I think you would tell me.
The thing underneath the desk is the.
You're saying he's moving out?
I didn't know what to think, so I was kind of just like spinning out in my mind. I don't know.
He doesn't call Jake. He's in the hospital having surgery.
Yeah, no, it's true.
That's no bueno.
Yeah.
Anthony.
No, I agree on that. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, Pam. Let's take it easy, Pam. Let's take it easy.
Like, you're supposed to be his best friend.
Yeah. I just think it's.
You don't know how that saddens me.
I feel like it's complicated.
Everyone was definitely overreacting. Like it's not that serious, but you know, there's always two sides of the story, and I can see where you're coming from.
Like, it's complicated. Like, I don't know how you can just label one thing or another and say that you understand somebody's experiences versus somebody else's. Like, we're all doing our own thing. We're all living our own experience. And I think it's important to be understanding of that and aware of that, and not to like judge anybody and like snap on anybody because like you want the best for them.
I don't think it's that complicated, to be honest.
Okay. Maybe it's not, but...
There's old members of Team 10, people that used to live in this house that all still hang out to this day. Chad, Sarah, Erica, like Nick Crompton, Chance, and Rocky, which is Anthony's girlfriend, hangs out with that group. So Anthony kind of innately gets thrown into that mix, and I think that group of people has a very closed off way of looking about or going about and thinking about things in this house. So I think it like brainwashes, obviously Anthony not brainwashed, but I think it influences him to make certain decisions or think certain way.
Are you okay? Like, yeah?
Okay,
like,
but 250 people text message you,
That's
but
true.
not your best friend. That's bullshit. I call fucking bullshit. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
I feel like it's kind of your Achilles heel, you know, and that's okay. You love him to death. He's literally like
and you have to realize like
and
he was your best friend.
No, I know.
And like it is like
So I had a separate conversation with Anthony about a week before my mom brought this like whole situation up to me, and we were kind of on the same page. It was kind of like emotional, and we didn't really know like what the resolution was, and Anthony didn't know what he wanted to do, and I didn't know what I wanted Anthony to do. But I think my mom was maybe definitely blowing it out of proportion. I don't know. The hard part about this is that there's always so many people in my ear like telling me things, trying to get me to make decisions, trying to influence me in a certain way, but I have to be able to think for myself and make my own decisions, because I believe that I have the best instinct, which is why I've gotten to where I am today. So regardless of everyone in my ear, it's like at the end of the day, I need to gather all the information and make my own decision. It's tough. It's tough because I love Anthony so much, and I love his energy, and I love him being around, and he's kind of like the only person that's really been there for me. He's like the only like day one that's left. And I don't want him to leave, but we're on two different wavelengths, and it might just be what's best for both of us.
I had this vision of like coming to Los Angeles and like conquering it with like my day one homies. Like they've all come out here and they've all failed. And it's like, but like, cause you want to be like with your boys, like we made it together. Like that's what all the stories are about, right? Like, but I guess people just find different paths, you know? Yeah, people change, and some people come out, some people conquer shit with their boys, like Drake conquered the world with his boys. And I guess that's just the path that I wanted. It was just not the path that I'm on, clearly, and Anthony's just the last one of the people who are here.
You know, it's hard doing business with your best friend. Like, Anthony's been there for Jake, and they will be best friends for forever. They've been there for each other since day one, and they came here together, they came to LA together, but there's a time when the relationships change and people change.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, you know, we just really wanted to have Jake's back. You know, Anthony is a good person, he's a good guy. You know, at one point, everything was good with him and Jake and Team 10. And I feel like they've just grown apart business-wise, and that, you know, it's in the best interest of the team for Anthony to kind of do his own thing and Jake continue with his team in a different way.
But that's gotta.
This is the new era. This is the new era. It quite frankly is literally the new era in so many different ways and fronts and levels. And,
Right.
And like it's get on the train or get off the train, and it sucks that it's my best friend, and like I want to do everything I can for him, but
He's on the same path as you.
Yeah, we're just on different paths.
Well, and it's not his fault, though.
I'm calling this next chapter of my life the new era. I feel like the past 4 years I made so many mistakes, and like this new era is doing everything that I wanted to do in the past and made so many mistakes doing, but actually doing it this time with the right experience, the right knowledge, and being an adult, and like actually understanding how to go about this madness and how to build a successful business and how to have longevity in my career for the next 25, 30 years. So welcome to the new era.
Everyone has it, signs it.
I think there should be rules.
What is Adam putting rules into place?
Back to business. Rules. We have to implement rules into this house because there's so many people, there's so much going on, and there just can't be like chaos, and people can't just be able to go and do and think they can do whatever they want.
Don't be loud as fuck at 4 a.m. You know, like do your own dishes. Here's the time.
You have to clean up after yourself. Yeah. Laundry.
Here's the times that are dedicated for you to do your laundry. You can do them Mondays and Wednesdays. Everybody should have their own time. That way,
if there isn't rules and structure and organization and leadership and supervision when you're dealing with talent, it's a recipe for disaster.
I think you should get like there's also just like you get 2 warnings and then you're under review. Like third, and then review could, and then there's going to be a review.
The old Team 10 didn't fuck with the rules, but that's because it wasn't a professional environment, and that's why they didn't like the rules, because they weren't down to build a business. It was all just like chaos, and I'm not letting that happen this time, and so that's why there needs to be house fucking rules.
I feel like it shouldn't even have to get to that point.
No, I know.
No, I'm saying in general, like these rules shouldn't have to get to that point. Like it should be, if anything, it should start with like a smaller step of like having a discussion with everybody in the house. Because I think the main important thing for Team 10 is that it's a solid friend group. I want to make sure that with this new Team 10 coming in, that there's open lines of communication, and that if I have a problem with you, anybody, that I can just say it to you, and that we can talk about it and get it done. And there doesn't have to be like house rules, like tight, like complete house rules where somebody gets penalized and it just feels like you're so forced and in a jail cell. Like
I personally feel like the mentality should feel like if you're fucking around, then yeah, maybe you are kicked off the team. And alright, everyone gather around. Yo, Jay, fine, you can go over there, bro. Logan and I have a record label where we sign young musicians and help them blow up like crazy. Logan has done it once before with a group called Why Don't We, and they are now one of the biggest boy bands in the world, and so we are continuing to do that with artists, and Jit and Quan are the next people that we signed onto our label. Okay, so we're the executives for Apple Music, okay? And we're interviewing these new young artists today who are up and coming. So they had a big meeting with Apple Music that we set up so that Apple Music could like help them with all of their stuff and help them promote when they go to drop all of their new music. But we had to do a test interview first to make sure that they would be ready to go into Apple Music. So we hired a guy to train them for this interview.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? My name is Quan.
Nice to meet you, Quan.
How are you?
Jim, nice to meet you.
We had a mock interview with Apple, you feel me? We was nervous for that one, but like he had us right there. He had us practicing, you feel me? He got us ready and got us right. They prepared, you feel me? We did a little nervous interview. I couldn't really focus while everybody was around. I kept giggling.
Meet Jit and Quan, a 14-year-old rap duo with extreme amounts of talent and hella bars. These kids are insane.
Feel me? It's Jit. I'm 14. I'm from Florida. I've been rapping since I was 8. Feel me? It's always something I had to do, and I just grew up around it. Feel me? This my passion, this my dream. I wanna blow up so I can take care of my family and secure this bag. Me and Quan about to take over this year. Don't sleep on us already.
Ice on my wrist, ice on my neck. I can flex, yeah. Hold up a sec.
Hey, what up with y'all, man? It's your boy King Quan up next. I've been rapping for as long as I can remember. You feel me?
I'm on my bread, stacking up them lows. Still in the trenches, ducking up them folks. She wanna be mine, but I told her no. Cause I'm heartless like money bag, yo.
If you like doing it, just do it. Chase that dream, chase that bag. You feel me? That's just how I gotta go. We hard, we can actually rap and write our own music. Yeah. You feel me? And we got an image.
Would you be down to freestyle?
Right now?
These kids have it. They're definitely special and they're definitely unique.
I get to the bag, you got me back and joint. Taking the bounce point. I couldn't really focus like that because there's a lot of people around. Yeah, we was nervous a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, got us right, got us prepared. Now I'm a boss. Used to be wilded up in front of the law. Can we free the real? That's behind the bars. I don't know a team. I'm stand tall.
Good job. That was good. Where do you see yourself?
I'm gonna be rich, homie. No, So, ever since I've been single, I've been having a lot of fun in the dating pool, and I've been finding myself getting into trouble with girls, specifically Alexis.
Should I send a voice memo to Alexis right now? About like
Alexis who?
Clark?
Oh, about what?
Alexis and I met a while ago, and like as soon as I saw her, like I instantly knew I had a crush on her, and we kind of just like always clicked. And she's like really cool because she's down to earth, and she's just super chill, and we've just like always stayed in touch because she lives in Miami and I live in California. So it's always kind of been like a long distance like texting thing. But I invited her out for the weekend to hang out with us for Coachella.
Oh, about what?
They're just like, we're gonna be filming like, if we're like flirting and shit on camera. Like if she's cool with it.
I wasn't sure if it was like super smart to invite her just because like we were filming everything and I didn't like want it to be awkward for her.
Should I send her a voice memo?
Man, Jake has so much girl drama. Like I never met anybody who has this much drama with girls. I don't know how he's gonna handle this situation, but it should be pretty funny. Like at the end of the day, Jake's a player at heart. He always has been, he always will be. He's self-aware enough to know that that's who he is. And honestly, he gets it from his father, you know what I mean? He gets it from GP.
What do you think I should do, Paul?
I think you got bigger things to worry about, bro.
I've never seen anyone hang out with more girls than Jake Paul does. He might probably get more girls than me.
No, I think that's communication. I'm getting better at communication.
Yeah. But what are you gonna do about Alexis is gonna be there, Hannah's gonna be there, Kelly's gonna be there.
Down, you had to put a big.
There's definitely girl drama.
I'm just saying, there's definitely gonna be drama.
I'm a fuck up.
No, but like I'm handling it. That's what I'm handling.
Oh, if they fight, oh.
The problem that Jake made is that he invited all these girls to Coachella that he's been with, and they all said yes.
And I know that Adam's dumbass invited like 6 other girls that we are going to Coachella with, 2 of which like I had also hooked up with, so it like put me into this like weird situation. So screw you, Adam.
Like, who's gonna sleep in your bed with you?
Ooh. Probably Alexis.
Probably Alexis. Bro, Alexis and I had a thing, you know, like.
Yeah.
Alexis is my friend, and like we shoot together all the time. She's the sweetest girl, such an angel, and she's so hot.
But the problem is that I've also hooked up with Kelly and Hannah.
That boy got girls just running around thinking they all his girlfriend, getting them all uncomfortable. That boy the real player. He had like, bro, but still, he had like 5 of his girls at Coachella alone, together, running around thinking they friends.
In Jake's defense, Adam was the one who invited all the girls.
But what I'm saying is that
I meant like outgoing.
I think Alexis is like, I don't know, bro. I'm such a player, bro.
Alexis is my main side chick?
No, bro. I'm just feeling it out. She's feeling it out too.
I'm single, okay? Like, why can't I have fun? I was in a relationship for a year. I'm young. I didn't have like much fun in high school because I like moved out to Los Angeles. I instantly started working, so like I'm kind of in my party phase. Sorry, not sorry.
But yeah, low key on the real, like it's. I mean, I feel like there's just such a bad rap around like when people say like side chick or like main chick, but like you're dating. This is. I mean, you're not dating her, but I'm saying you're dating around. Like that's what dating means.
I'm dating around, yeah.
And like there should be nothing wrong with that having those discussions. You know.
That's
what I
how
mean?
I feel about it. So I really fuck with her. I'm just seeing like what.
Yeah, that's it. You're dating around. You're dating around. All of us are. Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
I hate labels, bro.
I agree.
I just don't like putting labels on relationships. The only time I've fallen in love was when it like just happened. So like I feel like if you always like try to like define what it is, like at least for me that's not how I like to do it.
But like I should hit her and be like, yo, like,
Yeah, you should. You should.
Filming, like, you're like cool with all that shit.
But like they should all know their positions.
What's up, Jit?
What?
They should all know their positions.
I go to Quan for advice on these things because Quan is a player. He's like a 14-year-old player. At any given moment, you'll see this man's FaceTiming like 10 people. I'm calling you out on it, Quan. You are a player. Just like I was when I was your age. But because of that, Quan's able to give me advice on these situations.
I ain't no player, I just got a game. It's different. That's
Jake
different.
is Jake Paul.
Hey, he be having these girls running around. Hey, when he be playing house.
All you gotta say is that you're trying. That's all you gotta say is that you're trying. Be like, I'm working on. Like I don't want like I don't want this. Like this is my life. I'm just letting you know I'm filming it. Like, you know, I hope you're okay with it. Like, that's all you gotta
It's kind of like interesting and like weird because when we are first starting Team 10 Uncut, like now people have to understand that like everything is being filmed, and so I just wanted everyone in my circle, whether it's a girl that I like, whether it's a friend, whoever it is, to feel comfortable, because when your life is out there and put out there, it's like it's a lot to deal with. So I just wanted to make sure that Alexis and specifically was okay with that.
All right, so this is my voice number. Ready?
Make sure you don't do a draft and accidentally send it.
All right. Yo, babe.
Yo, babe. Yo, babe. Don't hit it with the yo, babe.
Now I'm fucking nervous.
Take a breather. Take a breather.
Yo, excited to see you soon. So.
Yo, listen.
Don't hit it with so many so's.
Excited to see you. I just wanted to chat real quick.
Yeah. Yo, excited to see you. I just wanted to like chat really fast, like before you get here, whatever. We can talk more about it in person, but I just wanted you to be aware that like we're filming like everything basically in my life now, like kind of like uncut style and just like rolling kind of on a lot of stuff. So I just wanted you to like feel comfortable with that. If like we were filming like us like flirting or like whatever, I don't know if like you're cool with that or not, but yeah. Alexis said that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I seen her when we went to that.
Oh my God, it's Alexis. Hi. Oh, hey. Alexis. Hi.
You ever like?
Alexis is dope. Like we get along really well. She's a sweet girl too. Like when I hurt my hand, she like came to the hospital and like brought me a ton of candy with Titus and like brought me clothes and like was just like there like supporting me like when everything was going down. And I guess I just don't know where it'll end up because I'm so new to being single. So like, do I want to be tied down?
Alexis came out there and was really scared.
Why?
But you should accept that you have an ego now.
But besides Coachella, we had some drama to address.
And I was like, bro, you've been here an hour. What's going on?
Admit that you have an ego.
Talking her shit.
Why the fuck do I always do this?